Hi, my name is Job and this is my third letter home. A few weeks ago, I finally had the chance to head to Seoul for the EPIK orientation for all the new EPIK teachers. The orientation was 6 days long and it was held in the Jeollabuk-do district of Seoul. The first day was pretty much a blur because it mostly consisted of sitting on buses and getting lost in the subway with all our luggage. But we made it all in one piece. The schedule for the whole orientation was pretty jam-packed, so we only really got free time after all our classes and lectures, so that would usually be around 8 p.m. Unlike my super duper tiny rural town of Byeonsan, the Jeollabuk-do district of Seoul was still so busy and alive at 8 p.m., which is crazy to me. So the natural thing was to obviously check out the area and look at all the street food. This whole trip was all about eating, so I'm sorry in advance if this is making you hungry. Actually, I'm not sorry. And that's rice gelato. The rest of the night pretty much consisted of checking out all the cool places in our area. Ever since I moved to Korea, I've been naturally waking up really early, which is quite weird for me, but I guess it was pretty nice to wake up at 6 and explore the area and grab a cup of coffee before breakfast time. But after breakfast, a few of us decided to get more coffee, so I was pretty caffeinated that day. After grabbing coffee, we went back to our classes and we had our first class meeting. It was nice to meet all the other Jeonbuk-do EPIK teachers as well. After, we went to the opening ceremony and we watched a few performances and a few speeches. I was pretty distracted during this performance because all I could think about was churros, which is so bad, but we passed by this churro place the other day and I was really craving churros, but after the performance, we got churros, yay! I don't have any footage of any of the lessons or classes we attended that day, but they were all pretty informative, and after all of those finished, we had free time again. So naturally, we decided to head to Myeongdong, which is a huge shopping area in Seoul, and it's pretty crazy since it was already around 9:30 at night. Myeongdong is gigantic and you could totally get lost in that area since you could see the same store twice or maybe even 3 times. And now enjoy this random clip of this guy dancing. Yes! Obviously, street food is always a must. This is some honeycomb ice cream, which was delicious. And obviously, you can't forget about all the K-pop merchandise everywhere. Fangirling. On Friday, we had our usual classes and lectures, but it was awesome to hear that we had a field trip planned for us. Before leaving, we obviously had to get coffee at the 100 Cafe. Say hi again! Woo! The EPIK orientation staff brought us to Jeonbuk-do, and it is one of the major palaces in Seoul, and it's really huge. And this is me taking a jumping video. Anyways, it was nice to just walk around the palace and just have a relaxing stroll through the different chambers and the different buildings within the palace. I definitely enjoyed walking around. After our time at the palace, we were dropped off at Insadong so we could grab our dinner there.
You see it? Look at that! Smile!
After dinner, we just had some free time to explore Insadong and then we headed back to Jeongno. That next day, we had our usual classes and lectures, but this time I forgot to charge the camera, so I only have iPhone footage of the street food that we ate that day. On Sunday, we had lesson demonstrations, so that was fun to see everyone teaching and coming up with cool ideas for the classroom. But after that, we decided to get a few treats. And if you know me, you know that I like strawberry milk or banana milk, so I kind of panicked when I found out there was fresh strawberry milk at this place. Before dinner, we had some free time, so we actually stumbled upon Gwangjang Market, which was an amazing market full of food. And there was this amazing pancake place that everyone was lining up for. So obviously we decided to get one, and it was so delicious, and the vinegary sauce beside it was so yummy. After, we just walked around the market and saw some cool stuff, and oh, this is probably the best odeng or fish cake I've ever had ever. It was so good. After our farewell dinner, we were brought on another field trip to Hongdae because we were gonna watch a musical called Nanta, which is kind of like Mr. Bean mixed with Stomp and Iron Chef. It was so much fun to watch. And to finish the night, we went for noraebang, which is karaoke. Monday was the last day of the orientation, and we just had a closing ceremony and listened to a few remarks from different people.
여기에 자리한 모든 분들께 행운이 있기를 기원드립니다. I wish all of you the best of luck.
It was also nice to hear a fellow EPIK teacher take the podium.
We're a part of the foreign population, and we do need each other. So let's keep it together and support each other and continue helping children learn, which is the most important part of all this. Thank you, and I will miss you all.
The whole orientation wouldn't be possible without the staff, so here is a little applause for the awesome staff. We actually had 2 class teachers for our class, and their names were Ellie and Grace, and they helped us with learning Korean and a whole bunch of other things.
Say bye. Say bye.
In the afternoon, we were back in Jeonju, and that's where we went our separate ways. Although I had a great time in Seoul and I met a whole bunch of great people, I really miss Byeonsan, and I never thought I would say those words, but I guess Byeonsan really is home now, and I do miss the fresh air, the kind people, and also my students. I guess this wraps up my EPIK orientation experience. Thanks for sticking around this long and listening to this ridiculous voiceover part 3. Okay, see you next time, and bye! Excited to get out there and explore Korea. I only taught a few days this week because I wasn't invited to my school's field trip, which I guess is a good thing because it allowed me to explore more of my surroundings. My first stop was to head back to Jeonju because I actually wanted to check out a few